Hello, YouTubers. This is Bob Hickman. So wonderful to be back with all of you. Well, I got to say, I've been getting such nice letters from all of you. You've been writing on YouTube and on Facebook and on Twitter. You guys are wonderful. Thank you so much. You know, I'll put the links below if you want to check out my other networks and follow me there as well. It's so nice to see all of you. Okay, well, before we get into tonight's messages, give me just a moment and let me attune to the spirit world. Okay? I hear Fletcher back here. He says hi to all of you. Okay, my first letter tonight is for Tonis Kuhleman. Tonis wants to know about a relationship here. Well, you know, I keep getting the month of June around you, and I feel this is an important time here. I see you meeting with a girl. She has long hair, kind of like a dark blondish, maybe light brown here. And I keep getting an M name around her name, so it could be like a name like Maria here. But I get this around June, and it's funny because I see you meeting at a school event. It's like it's a concert or a sporting match, but she's there, and you guys end up hitting it off. So watch the month of June. Thanks so much for writing. Okay, our next letter is from Samantha Schulte. Hi, Samantha writes and says she just loves my videos. So you're very sweet. Thank you, Samantha. Well, I really appreciate your support here. And I got to tell you, I keep getting around you a lot of angelic activity right now. And I feel like a lot of angels are kind of helping you move through some transitions here. So be watching for that inner voice that's guiding you, because you're definitely getting help. And I keep getting Archangel Gabriel around you right now, so he's working with you, okay? Thanks for writing. All right, our next letter is from Shannon Colette. Oh, that's Shannon writes that she loves my videos also. You're so sweet. Thank you. You know, I got to tell you, I do feel like, you know, you're working on those intuitive abilities here, and I want you to keep meditating and keep that power going, because you're definitely making a connection, and I'm getting a lot of more open energies here around you. So let me know how that's going for you. Thanks for writing. Okay, next letter, Priscilla Cruz. Hi. She writes, wants to know about the death of her daughter's father. Well, I got to tell you, and I'll just be straight up here, I'm getting foul play. I don't feel that it was a natural death. I feel that there was somebody who injured him that led to his death, and I think it was intentional. I keep getting literally impact into the heart, so I don't know if he was shot, but I'm getting a bruise or an impact in the chest area that damaged his body that contributed to his death. So I do feel there was somebody around him. It was a male, and I feel that this person around him may have had a hostile intent, being connected to something illegal, such as drug dealing. But I'm not saying that the father was into that. I just think he was at the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong people. So I'd like you to encourage the police to reopen this. I'm not convinced that it's closed yet, okay? And if you want some help with that, let me know. Thanks for writing. Okay, our next letter is Brandon Ethridge. Yeah, wants to know about spirit guide. Well, you know, Brandon, I keep getting a Civil War guy around you, and he's wearing a gray uniform. It's like a Confederate, and his name is Jethro. Got the name wrong. Fletcher said, I'm trying to hear. He said Jethro is his name, but he was in the Civil War. He's now, of course, much more enlightened, and he's on the other side, and he's going to be helping you, because it looks like you're going to be doing some travels in the next year that are going to take you to some Civil War locations and historic sites. So he's going to help you understand more about that time period, but he's working around you now. Okay? His name is Jethro. Thanks so much for writing. Okay. Our next letter is from Caitlin Wendy Feltz Peaks. I like that name. Yeah, wants to know about pregnancies here. Well, you know, I keep getting, as we get into January, I'm getting another child around you. I feel like there's a spirit of a girl around you. And I keep seeing January. Fletcher keeps saying in January she's with child. So it does look like there is somebody in around you in spirit wants to be born. Fletcher says it's connected to your previous child. So I think it's the child that you have lost before that looks like it's coming back. So I do get this around you. I'm seeing a healthy pregnancy, and I don't get any problems here, okay, for you. You know, and I got to tell you, you know, the reason why the child left before is that he was a little overwhelmed. You know, Earth is a very hard place. It's literally like, when we come here, it's like advanced graduate school. And I think that the child, the little girl around you, you know, at first thought, I don't know if I'm ready for this, and she withdrew. But she's been getting help and counseling in the spirit world, and she's ready to come back. So I want you to watch around January. I pick her presence coming to your body. Okay. Thank you so much for writing. All right, our next letter is Morgan Gay. Yeah. Well, you know, Morgan, I got to tell you, I do get a lot of spirit activity around you. I do feel like you're picking up your spirit connection. You are connecting inward here to the spirit world. And I got to tell you, I'm getting a young girl around you. I keep getting the name Rebecca around this. And I feel like she's a young little girl. She's about 12 years old, 11, 12 years old. And she died around 1918, somehow connected to the flu epidemic. Influenza around that time, and she's around you in spirit, and she just wants to go home to the light. She's a little confused, so she doesn't really know she's dead, but she likes you. She thinks you're like her mom, so or like a big sister, really. So you want to just keep talking to her and just tell her to look for the doorway and go over there. Okay, she has a grandmother on the other side trying to bring her over. The grandmother's name, I keep getting the name around this. I want to call it Susan. Susan, yeah, I believe it's Susan here. So the girl's Rebecca, her grandmother's Susan. So ask Susan to help bring Rebecca over, and tell Rebecca Susan's there for her. We'll just say her grandmother. She may not know her name. Okay. But anyways, yeah, you're getting a lot of spirit blessings right now. And, you know, you're going to be doing more earthbound crossing in the next year. All right? Thanks for writing. Okay, our next letter is Zulika E. And Zulika writes in from Twitter. You know, Zulika, I've seen you on Facebook. I think it's the first time you've written on Twitter. Thank you. Well, you know, I got to tell you, yes, I do pick up around you psychic gifts. You've had them since birth. You're an empath. And you also have some clairvoyance as well. And an empath is somebody who feels things within their body and their soul. They just feel things. And clairvoyance means you can kind of get visions. So you're definitely opening up to spirit, and I think that looks wonderful. Okay? Thank you so much for writing. Okay. Next letter is Colton DeYoung. Wants to know about music career. Yes, well, I got to tell you, Colton, I am getting around you a very strong energy here in the throat chakra, and that means you have a communicator theme on your chart. And that also means that you're going to be very gifted in singing, because that's a communicator theme thing. You also have a secondary theme of artist theme. So you're definitely, focus on music would really be good for you. Now I keep getting around you that you're reincarnated. Your last lifetime was not that long ago. It was in the 1960s. And Fletcher keeps saying he said he was at Woodstock. So I do feel like you have a previous life. You were a male at Woodstock. I don't know that you were actually performing. I feel that you were somehow connected, though, to one of the bands. And Fletcher says Crosby, Stills, and Nash. Or Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young, whoever they were back then. But you have somehow a connection. I think you traveled with them, or you supported them, or you're a fan of them, but you might have been a groupie. But you have a connection to Woodstock. So I'd like you to do some research on that. But you definitely have an artist theme and a communicator. Keep going. You're on the right path, okay? I do see here over the next year I'm getting professional agents around you. And I keep feeling like, well, it won't probably be till the beginning of 2013 or in January, February, but I get you actually sitting down in an office and actually discussing with somebody to represent you, like management. So you're definitely going somewhere. Let me know how it goes, okay? Thanks so much. Okay, and our next letter is Alicia Warthman. Yeah. Writes about fear about her pregnancy. Well, I got to tell you, I see another pregnancy around you, and I'm seeing the next one go to full term and the baby being born. I don't see any more miscarriages around you. But, you know, one of the things is you do have to balance that energy And I want you to work on doing more meditation, okay? So I want you to literally practice mantra meditation. Mantra meditation is chanting a sacred phrase. And I think for you, the chant of Om, Om would be very good. So do some research on Om. But that's where I would like you to practice. I feel that will ground down your energy, and that will be very powerful. Okay. Thank you for writing. Well, guys, that is all I'm going to get to today. Thank you for your patience. I know a lot more have been writing. I know there's some of you waiting. But Psychic Bob hasn't forgotten you. I promise. I'm going to keep working on it. But I'm so glad you're here. And keep it here at Spirit Channel. We're going to have a lot more cool videos coming up this next few days. I know you guys have been asking for a Ouija board seance, so that may be in the works. Okay, so you keep it here at Spirit Channel. And of course, you know, next week we'll have another Messages from the Spirit World.